Hey everyone, Big Daddy D here, coming at you again from the F150 training camp. I'm here in my big beautiful V8 F150, but I wanted to pop in on a video today to show you what my dashboard is currently doing at this moment in time. You can see there under oil pressure where I have supposedly lost all oil pressure. This doesn't bother me for a couple reasons. Now, I'm not saying if this happens to you and you get an oil pressure light that you should ignore it. But in my case, I'm going to ignore it, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to ignore it because I know on my year F150, meaning the series that I bought within the year I bought it, there has been a lot of problems with the oil pressure sensor is the word I'm looking for. The oil pressure sensor on these F150s that were bought within this year. Okay? So, what I highly suggest is get on whatever computer you can get on. Maybe you got to go to the library. See, here where I live out in God's country, we got to go down to the local watering hole and give Big Bertha an extra tip, and she'll let us in the back room to use the town's only public computer. Isn't that exciting? She'll also give you a little something else, but that's for another video. Anyways, as you can see, my cruise is set to 50. I'm just going down the road enjoying God's free country, and I have no oil pressure, but in reality I do. One, I know for a fact through online internet research that my oil pressure sensor is faulty. It always works for a long time after an oil change. But generally speaking, it's prone to make a lot of mistakes. That may not be the case for you though. So you have to make sure you know what you're talking about. Do your research. Also, the biggest reason I wanted to roll video on this is because look at my engine temperature gauge. You see that? My engine is not overheating, not even close. If there was no pressure whatsoever as far as oil is concerned, then there would be nothing to lubricate the pistons and other working parts of the motor. Okay, what that would do is that would instantly create a lot of heat due to a lot of added friction. Your engine needs oil, not really to make it run. That's kind of what the gasoline does. Your engine's going to need oil to keep it lubricated so it can continue to run on its fuel source. If I did not have engine in there, meaning there was no oil pressure at all. Sorry, I've been smoking a lot of chronic out here on the ranch, so my words are kind of jabobulated. If I didn't have any oil in this here rig, like the gauge said, then I would have an overheated and probably a busted engine block. So if it happens for real and you're not sure about your sensor, go ahead and pull over right away. Maybe call in a pro. Don't take the risk, in my opinion. It's better to be safe than sorry. If you're going to risk being safe or risk being sorry, go ahead and risk being safe and just do something on the safety side, right? After that, go ahead. If you know for a fact that your sensor's messed up for your engine oil, then go ahead there and, well, what I do is I just keep right on running is what I do. And take a look at your engine temperature, your engine block temperature. As you saw, mine was just fine. And the reason it's just fine is because there's not an excess of friction in the engine. It's able to do what it does. Now, your engine's still going to get really, really hot, and that's why you have to have a radiation system. That's something you don't want to mess with. You also don't want to mess with your engine oil pressure whatsoever. In my case, it was my readout that was false due to a bad sensor. Anyways, this is Dr. Dougie Dickham Down coming at you from the Ford F-150 Training School. If you have any more questions on this, then take them up with customer service, because I'm on break.